Toot toot, everybody! Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us
Help.
now?
Help.
Toot toot.
Go down that waveform, see if you see some chitter chat. Oh, yes.
Go down that waveform, see if you see some chitter chat. All right, well, I'm embarrassed to say that we just blew a bunch of great Christmas material in an intro that had no sound in it. But just know it was very funny. We want to thank you all for joining us in the chat. This is Big Howell and Possum Christmas special.
You missed it. Big Howell he did the most beautiful poem. He opened up like I've never seen him do, and he'll never do it again. It's a shame that we didn't have our microphone even in the same room.
I was extremely vulnerable, and I'll never be that vulnerable again. Because he made fun of me right afterwards.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny. Pretty damn funny, I gotta say.
I don't like to see you vulnerable. It makes you look weak.
Yeah. Well,
you need to stay hard.
You know, I do need to stay hard. That's why that's the name of my first book.
Stay Hard.
Stay Hard.
That's right.
By Big Hal Doughty. Out in 2020. So, it's the Christmas special. Like I said, I'm Big Hal Doughty.
I'm a possum.
He's a country possum, simple country possum. We want to take a second to thank Stewed for a $5 holiday donation on our Streamlabs donation page. That's Streamlabs/Big Howell and Possum.
Thanks.
You can give us little gifts that we will certainly apply to increasing the quality of our show.
I promise I'll spend your money on chips.
He'll spend your money on chips.
I'm not gonna lie, it's for chips.
Yeah.
You know, I think people like when you tell them what the money's for.
Well, I think you're a little funnier when you got a little salt in your mouth.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think when you're well fed with chips, especially like kettle chips, something with a good bit of texture to it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you're on fire after that.
Kettle chips are too crunchy, Big Hal. They're like chewing on bones.
Well, that's what I think it activates you.
Okay.
It's like a kid with a pixie stick, you and a kettle chip.
Are you insulting me?
No.
Okay,
How would that be an insult?
I don't know.
How would that even be an insult? All right. Toot toot to everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas. Toot toot toot. Happy holidays. Happy whatever you want to do in this winter season. I hope you survive the coldest months of the year. That's really what this whole thing's all about.
Surviving. Just
surviving. And if you don't survive, having a decent enough time that you don't regret going out.
Yeah, this could be your last month. Do something.
This could be your last month, as Mr. Possum says. So we got some people in the chat. We got Stewed over here. Good old Stewed. Toot toot.
Oh, we got Mrs. Dilius and Dilius back. I like that.
Ooh, we got Mrs. Dilius and Dilius?
Thing about that, when she needs
like
to get
Santa
her own
Claus.
little thing because Dilius is an asshole.
Yeah.
And he likes to type asshole stuff.
Yeah.
Mrs. Dilius, kind of more of a sweetheart.
You think she's more of a sweetheart?
I think so.
What if she's been the asshole the whole time?
Ooh, what a twist.
Yeah, what a fight club that would be. So, let's see. We got Dude Abides 81. Okay, so a lot of these comments are just about how we, somewhat unprofessionally started the show with 2 minutes of silence.
So?
Let's see.
Your boy JC?
Your boy JC. I'm a big fan. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Wow. Best comment I've ever seen.
So nice.
That was great. Thank you, your boy JC. Let's see. Hojo Vidito. Toot toot.
Toot toot.
Toot toot to you, Hojo. And so it's great to have everybody here. We're off to a great start. Very few mistakes and problems. Dilius is sharing the Streamlabs link over there in the chat. Just hop over there into the chat. And if you have any money left over, if say you got a Christmas bonus, that's free money. Christmas bonus.
It's not even yours yet.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about that? I mean, you were just gonna use it as a cup holder or like a little, not a cup holder, but a coaster. You were just gonna put your drinks on it all winter. Why don't you slide it on over to your old pals Big Hal and Possum Toot Toot?
We love money. You know how often me and Big Hal just sit around and talk about money?
We talk about money a lot.
We started our own lottery tickets.
Mm-hmm. We did.
You can buy some lottery tickets. You can scratch our faces, which feels good for you if you don't like us.
Yeah, scratch off each of our faces.
It's a scratch and sniff.
It's called, what's it called? It's called possum. What's our lottery? What's our lottery called? It's called Possum Bucks.
Well, there's Possum Bucks, and then there's Help Me, I'm Poor, Give Me Some Money, 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 and then there's Gimme, Gimme, Gimmes, and then there's some Chunk Change. That's a good one.
Yeah, Big Bucks. That's mine.
Big Bucks.
That's sort of themed after me. But you get to go through like a little jewel mine, and you're like sort of digging for jewels there as you're scratching off little guys.
I love it.
So yeah, if you want to know how to play our little lottery, you just give us you just donate a lump sum of maybe $250 to our Streamlabs donation page.
You're a greedy whore.
Whoa!
I said it.
Whoa!
$250.
I don't know what stuff's worth anymore.
Yeah, you're still a whore. Coming on the internet asking for this and that.
Good Lord.
Oh, pay my bills. Oh, maybe I'll live with you. Gross.
Gross.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough. That's hard to hear.
I don't like Christmas, and I don't feel like I have to be extra nice for it.
Well, you've made that very clear. So
Suck an egg, asshole.
What happened? What happened to us?
That's how I feel about Christmas.
Man,
and you're just
that
here.
is a shame. That is a shame.
Yeah, I hope you shit and fall back in it, Big Howell. Merry Christmas.
Good Lord, I'm getting so much guff from Mr. Possum right now.
Don't give a care.
Ugh. If you would like Mr. Possum to be a little nicer to me, go ahead and, well, I can't say donate money because that'll just make him mad. Call me a whore again. Give us a toot in the chat if you would like Mr. Possum to be a little nicer to me on, on my own damn stream here.
It's my stream and you're my guest.
My co-host here is giving me a lot of guff. He's like a color commentator. He's not really here because of any expertise or any knowledge or any hosting ability. He's just here to sort of color the air and make sort of goofy comments that people find memorable.
Yeah.
Because they're sort of accidents. They're not actual wit. You know what I mean?
I colored in the air right before we started. I hope you smelled it.
Nope, sure didn't. Did not smell it. Because you smell pretty bad all the time.
But I did fart extra.
You farted extra?
Yeah.
What does that mean? You farted extra? Are you usually holding it in for the show?
No.
Because it's not working.
I don't hold farts. I'm just saying I farted a little extra for you for Xmas.
It's extra for Xmas.
Yeah.
It's very strange to me to think that you just have extra in there to let go at will.
You should be thankful for my mercy.
Yeah.
Because I've got, for every 10 farts that come up, I only let out like 8 of them. So,
and what do you do? Are you saving the other ones up for a moment such as this?
For comedy. I save them up for comedy, yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Sometimes the timing is right where I let out one, perfectly timed toot.
Uh-huh.
Get me an Oscar or something.
You're going to get an Oscar.
Yeah.
Because you hold in your farts.
One time, I'm going to fart at the perfect moment.
You know what? I tell you what, it worked for Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, he did fart at the perfect time.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know I've been kind of a dick.
Yeah.
I want to make it up to you. Go on, I got you some. Go back to your stocking.
Oh, my stocking. Yeah. Now, you'll notice, because it's Christmas time, because I'm a good little Christian boy, I have a stocking back there on the mantle, and it looks like it has a present in it from my from this animal that co-hosts the show with me. Now, let me just go over there.
Notice how there's only one stocking? I wonder what's missing.
Who?
Shit for me.
Who else would have a stocking back here, Mr. Bob?
Me, you goddamn animal.
Oh, gross.
Go on, show it to him. What you got?
I mean, I don't even know how to describe what this is.
Well,
it's like a...
Hold it up to the camera. Let's let people decide what that is.
What do you think that is? This is a gift from an animal that lives outside. And what do you think it is?
I don't know. It appears
It's a little
to be
bit furry.
some kind of
It's brown. It's sticky, by the way.
Describe the texture to it. Squeeze it.
It's firm, but it has a little give to it.
Huh.
Firm with give.
It's somewhat of a rubber chub.
It looks a bit like a chub. Maybe a kind of hot dog. It has a hot dog shape, but it's more like it's more of a big old Frank, more of a sausage.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hairy dilder.
It's a hairy dilder or an Italian sausage. And that was stuffed in my stock. This is a weird, looks like a chewed up dog toy that this animal stuffed in my stocking. Probably thought, well, he'll love this. You know how animals are. They're like, man, I loved chewing on this. It tasted like my own spit and dirt. I'll bet that human that I hang out with will also love hanging on to this for a little while.
Look. There's a reason why I got you such a terrible gift. It's because you're a terrible person.
I don't understand what's going on here.
You've been a bad boy this year.
I have not.
You have.
I've been a really good boy. I've put so much energy into the stream that I host.
People
and
don't
use
the word energy with you when they talk about you. They just don't.
They don't use the word energy?
They don't.
You know, well, they say, oh, well, yeah, okay. Maybe energy. Energy seems more labored. They say things like charisma. They say things like a certain joie de vivre. They say things like that.
Zoot the lair.
They say smart, but not too smart. Not smart enough that it makes anybody mad.
That's not true. You know, some people do use the word energy when they talk about you.
Okay.
Sometimes they say he's got kind of a negative energy.
Yeah, I knew this was going to go bad.
Or he's kind of a low energy guy. Or, I wish he had more energy. So they do talk about it.
All right. Stude says, toot toot, let's be friends again. I agree. I would like to be past this chapter. You know what? I'll tell you what. How about this? I'm going to go ahead. We're going to premiere a song here tonight. Big Howell and Possum, Christmas song. Well, more my thing. It's a Big Howl song. I wrote it and recorded it and stuff. So, would you guys like to hear it? Give me a toot toot in the chat.
I don't know if there's any toots left. You've been tooting your own sumbitchin' horn for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and premiere this song. World premiere. I was going to build this up a little bit more, but I feel so attacked, so threatened.
You are being attacked
by a wild rabid rodent that sits next to me here.
I'm a marsupial,
and nobody cares. And this is a little thing that I made for Christmas for you. So, toot toot, happy holidays. I hope this warms your little heart a little bit, gets you right in that festive mood.
Play the video, you sumbitch.
As a side note, I'm just kidding. I'm going to play the video.
Oh my God. Big Hal, can I come in? 'Cause buddy, it's cold outside.
No, Mr. Possum, you can't. 'Cause buddy, it's Christmas time. And there's no possums on Christmas. That's not part of the holiday. There's no possums on Christmas. That's just not how we celebrate. You see, Christmas is for laughter. And Christmas is for cheer. Christmas is for giving and holding loved ones near.
Well, Big Al, that sure sounds nice. So can I come inside?
No, Mr. Possum, you can't. Because, as I've now said twice, there's No possums on Christmas. That's not part of the holiday. There's no possums on Christmas. That's just not how we celebrate. We put gifts, not possums, under the tree. We spend time, not with possums, but with our loved ones and families. We eat roast ham and beef, not possums at our Christmas feast. We hang mistletoe and bows and bells, not possum fur and teeth.
But Big Al, can I come in? I just want to sit by the fire.
No, Mr. Possum, you can't. We're caroling and eating Christmas pie.
But I see some space on the floor between them unwrapped presents they're waiting.
No, Mr. Possum, you don't fit the theme of what we're celebrating.
Well, it sure looks like no one's eating that milk and cookies. Who are they for?
We put that stuff out there for Santa, not some possum crying out our front door.
But Big Al, it sure is cold, and it'd sure be nice if I could come inside.
Oh, Mr. Possum, I would on any other night. But there's no possums on Christmas. It's not part of the holiday. There's no possums on Christmas. It's just not how we celebrate. There's no possums on Christmas. It's not part of the holiday. There's no possums on Christmas. It's just not how we celebrate. There's no possum on Christmas. It's not part of the holiday. There's no possums on Christmas. That's just not how we. Merry Christmas, everybody!
That's great. I like
No
it.
possums on Xmas.
No possums in the credits either.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's
I
almost
mean, I
like,
wrote and recorded the song.
Yeah. And I remember recording vocals and being there and stuff. But I noticed that there wasn't mentioned one of me at all in the
I like to
credits.
think more. Well, you don't normally credit like samples stuff.
Samples?
You don't credit samples.
I'm not a waveform.
You don't credit like found material. So if I tell like I don't know, like a little rodent that lives in an alley some words to say in the song, that's more like samples to me. That's like what Beastie Boys would do. You know what I mean? You hear what I'm saying?
I'm probably going to kill you someday. I don't know.
You seem bummed out by the song. It's a fun, festive holiday tune.
Oh, yeah. You know what possums need more of is more exclusion.
Right.
It's great. Thanks for that.
No possums on Christmas.
Just begging to come inside, and I can't. Come on.
Well, I mean, look, there's chipmunks. Those are part of the holiday season. There's like donkeys and stuff, because there were donkeys in the old, when Jesus was born.
You're a
There's
donkey.
sheep and stuff. Those all make sense. Those sort of make sense I feel like I had a camel. I had like a little camel thing that would sit out when I was a kid at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe camels work. Possums? Never associated possums with Christmas time.
Well, now because of your shitty song, there people are going to. So maybe next year I'll be invited in.
Yeah. Well, no, I doubt that, because the whole game will be figuring out how to keep that. You'll be like that rabbit from the Tricks commercials.
Oh.
it'll turn into a thing where you're the sort of opposite Santa.
So I'm going to be cereal edging for the rest of my life?
You're going to be cereal edging.
Great.
And you're going to... The whole thing is the possum tries to get in, but you got to tell him no, kids. Kids got to tell him no.
Probably going to chew your throat out at some point. Merry Christmas!
Hey, Mr. Possum!
Hey, Big Al!
I heard you encountered an infant boy child in a barn this week.
Oh, I sure did.
How'd that go?
Oh, it went terribly, Big Al.
What happened?
Well, upon a recent Midwinter's Eve, I was gathered with my two friends, Melchior and Balthazar.
Right.
You know how we do. We was getting crazed, smoking loud with some hot fire on the canwood.
Yep, that sounds like you.
Having a time, and then all of a sudden we see a star in the east.
A star in the east.
A dang new star in the sky, Hal. I'm like, what are we smoking?
What were you smoking?
What are we smoking?
A star in the east.
So we pack up. We start walking towards that star.
Mm-hmm.
We walk over the hill and dale, across field and forest, mile after mile, on the highways and byways, to and fro.
Yep.
My feet was getting sore as hell, Big Howell, and we weren't any closer to that there star.
Well, that's usually how that works. You don't get closer to a star by walking.
You're right. So then we hear clarion call of thousands of heavenly trumpets, and an angel of the Lord named Gabriel descended from the clouds to speak with us.
Wow. That's amazing.
It was tight.
Damn.
So he tells us to continue following the star, and we will encounter a newborn boy child in a barn. He tells us to bring gifts to the boy child, for he shall bring hope to the world.
What'd you bring?
Well, Melchior reached into his satchel and pulls out some gold.
Uh-huh.
Always his move.
Typical.
And Balthazar's all like, okay, he reaches into his satchel and he pulls out some frankincense.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
And I reach into my satchel and I found a head of lettuce. Iceberg, baby.
Iceberg lettuce he's got.
Pretty good. So we continued onward, and a few hours before dawn, we encountered the boy child sleeping peacefully in a bucket.
Boy child in a bucket. We all know this story.
Oh, yeah. So Melchior approached him and said, I, Melchior, bring you gold, a royal gift, for you are a king.
Mm-hmm.
He's a troll.
It's a great Melchior impression.
That's how he talks. Balthazar approached him and said, I, Balthazar, bring you frankincense, a sacred gift for a Holy Spirit made flesh.
Mm-hmm. And then what'd you say?
And then I was all like, I walked up to the boy child and I said, I, the possum, bring you this head of iceberg lettuce, because I hope you'll let us use your bathroom, toot toot.
Toot toot, Mr. Possum. Where's the toot toot? Oh, good one. Good one.
Looks like we got just handed something from our producers here.
Yeah?
We got some kind of a video mail. It's addressed to you.
We got video mail addressed to me.
From somebody named...
I hope it's from some babe or something.
No, it's addressed to a guy named Tip... he's from Tip Jace. Who's that?
Well, now that's ridiculous. It can't be from Tip Jace.
Why?
There's no way we got a video from Tip Jace.
What,
Mr.
Tip Jace ain't got no stamps?
Okay, Tip Jace is a former business partner of mine. You wouldn't have met him. He's been dead for several years. But Tip and I had a jeans company. It was called Big and Tip Hard Jeans.
Hard jeans?
Tip Jace and I developed the hardest jeans available on the market. There's never been a harder jean. And it was great. They were very popular for a very short period of time because it was exhausting to walk in them. If you tried to bend your legs in these hard jeans, you'd be worn out pretty quickly. So in the stairwells across America, people would be trying to go up the stairs in Big and Tip hard jeans, and they would run out of energy, and they just have to abandon their jeans right there in one of the landings in the stairwell.
And the jeans would just be standing up?
And the jeans would just be standing up. So it was hilarious to us. And we would just take a truck around and we would collect all the old jeans carcasses from from the different businesses and stuff where people had left them, and we'd sell them again, and we had a great time. I have some great memories with Tip. Me and him just laughing at all the people trying to walk around in our jeans. But unfortunately, like I said, he died quite a few years ago.
I'm glad he's dead.
And so, well, that's a terrible thing to say.
Sounds like
he would have found it funny though. He had that sense of humor, you know.
Well, good.
He was a real funny dude.
I'm glad we can laugh together. I think he's a piece of shit.
Hell, oh man, he'd be the first to tell you that. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy, man, he was he was just a real rascal. A lot of fun, Tip Jace.
Let's open up his video, Big Al. See what he's saying.
I don't know who this could be from. I feel like somebody's maybe messing with me. Bring my old dead business partner.
Could be.
I mean, seems very strange, but yeah, okay. Let's watch this this video from one of you trolls out there pretending to be my former business partner, Tip J. Somebody got on my Wikipedia and found this guy and sent us a video. So let's solve this mystery.
Okay.
Hey, Big, this is Tip, calling you from hell. Got like a 5-minute break from hell stuff, so I thought I'd call you. Not doing too good. I'm in hell. Apparently, I did a bunch of bad shit and ended up here. They tell me that I didn't get enough guff for my actions and that I did a lot of stuff that treated people cheaply, which you was involved in too, with that hard jeans thing. That was hilarious. But yeah, there ain't no hope for Tip. Tip's down here burning. But there's some hope for you, because they're going to give you a warning. There's going to be 3 guffs that visit you before midnight tonight. And they're going to try to set you straight and give you guff, I guess. I don't know why I didn't get that kind of warning. Like, I just died and ended up here. But, which is kind of funny. But, anyway, I'm just going to be down here roasting like an old peanut. I hope you enjoy your holiday special. Don't think about me burning if it makes you sad. So, yeah. Have a good time. Have a good show.
Oh my God!
Wow, we got a video mail from hell itself.
That was Tip Jace. That was Tip Jace calling me from hell.
Now, Big Howell, I'm not very smart. I'm just a simple country possum.
Yeah, I know.
But I do feel that, given this season that we're in, I do feel like you're going to enter some kind of a Scroogening. I think you're going to get Scrooged.
Yeah, he mentioned 3 guffs are going to visit me before midnight. That does not sound good. You know, I'm not a big fan of getting guff.
Well, I think you're about to get a load of guff.
Ah, man.
And I'm going.
Man, this is not what I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to play some games. I was going to bring out some nog and some Christmas snacks, but I got to deal with these guffs.
It's this shitty attitude is why you're being visited by specters.
No, I mean, it sounds like it's like a lot of the fun stuff I've done in my life where I haven't really taken other people's feelings into account.
Yeah, that'll get you in hell.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sure sounds like it. I want to say thank you to Tip for that, for that tip. You know, tip from Tip.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank him for that. I'm sorry that because of our antics, you're burning in hell forever. That sucks. That's partially on me, I have to say.
Whose idea was the jeans?
That was mine. It was my idea. Yeah.
So Tip was just kind of an unwilling pawn.
No, I wouldn't call him that.
Okay. Well...
Let's take a break, and when we get back, I really hope that we can just continue on with the regular show, and that was just a prank somebody pulled on me. Maybe, they got these deep fake videos. Somebody could have deep faked a video of Tip Jace talking to me. Maybe I won't be visited by 3 guffs before midnight.
Or, you know what? It could just be a delusion. You did eat a lot of gravy earlier.
I am full of gravy.
And, it could be more of the gravy than grave, told Tip J.
I'm leaking gravy out of every spot right now. So that could be it. I could be having gravy hallucinations.
Gravy dreams.
It's one of my favorite pavement songs, Gravy Hallucinations.
What a dork.
I agree. That
What
sucked.
a dorky thing.
I agree.
to say.
That really sucked. All right, break number 1. And we're back.
We're back.
We are back with Big Howell and Possum. Back from the break. Doesn't appear to be any guff around.
Well, so far,
I'm
so good.
excited about that.
Hey!
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh my God!
It's your old friend Junkus!
It's Junkies, baby!
Oh my God.
Oh yes!
Merry Xmas! Huh?
Junkus. Tell me you just showed up. Tell me you just slid under the door because you're made of trash, and you just showed up for no reason whatsoever, just to
No,
celebrate Christmas.
actually,
with
I'm
us.
here to give you guff. I'm the guff of Christmas past.
Yes.
Isn't that neat? It turns out, my theory about how I was brought to life when someone threw away Frosty the Snowman's.
Everybody knows your theory.
I think it's true. I'm filled with Christmas magic. And it compelled me to come here and give you guff.
So the spirit that animates you, a pile of garbage,
Uh-huh.
also makes you like the guff of Christmas past.
Exactly.
Is that right? Okay, great.
What represents the past better than garbage?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Profound!
That's me, old profound Junkus.
I don't
All right,
often
can we just
yell
skip
that
to
word.
me being Scrooged already? Because this sucks. This is bad.
Do you think by the end of it he's going to turn into a fly person? I want him to really change, like, not just spiritually.
Oh, like he's gonna go into a Christmas cocoon.
Yes.
Oh, fly person. I thought you meant like a dancer from
Oh, like Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could be half Jennifer Lopez, half fly,
A
that'd
fly
be tight.
person.
Wouldn't hate that if you danced with some colorful clothes on. Anyway, get to the guff. I'm sorry.
Now, was there ever a parody of the In Living Color Dance Girls where it was like the fly, but instead
like
of a
Jeff
fly, instead of a fly getting in the thing,
An entire
One of-
dancer.
one of the dancers from In Living Color got in the thing. So he slowly morphs into a fly girl.
I like that a lot.
I would pay to see that movie.
I would get that movie on VHS.
All right, you're not
wear that
distracting
bastard
me
out.
from my Christmasly duties.
Hot dog.
That's right. I'm compelled. The power of Christmas compels me.
Okay, all right.
Get him.
Yeah.
Well,
So I brought some images.
oh, you brought
from
some
your past.
images from my past, of course.
Right. You're
right.
gonna look at these.
Sure.
And you're gonna think about it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh wow, I gave Christmas a hard time when I was a kid, but now as an adult, I'm ready to have some Christmas cheer."
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
Ready to have some Christmas cheer.
Get in his
Yeah.
ass, Junkies. Get in his ass.
This first one, I believe this is you and your family.
Okay.
Celebrating
all right.
Christmas?
All right, let's see it. Oh, there it is. There it
Wow,
is.
look how old this picture is.
Wow.
How old are you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. That's me there. I actually don't know which of the boys I am in that picture.
My Christmas intuition tells me you're the tiniest one.
I'm
This
a-
is back when you were Lil Hal.
Yeah. That's my family. That's one of. It's not one of. It's one of my first Christmases. But you notice in that picture that I appear to be maybe 5 years old, 5 or 6. My family wasn't rich enough to celebrate Christmas until I was 5 or 6.
Now, this was the first Christmas they celebrated.
This was the first one. This was the first one where they had enough money to
And do you remember what you got that Christmas?
What did I get that
You got
Christmas?
that woman laying down under the tree. They got
That's
you a
right.
person that year.
Yeah, I was given...
That's how far back this is.
I was...
Jesus.
Now, hold on. Let me be very clear. We're not talking about some kind of slavery of any kind.
No, just
Yeah,
a servant.
We're simply talking about Irish indentured servitude.
Exactly.
We're
We
not
had
talking
specific
about
legal
slavery.
terminology
Yeah.
so that it wasn't slavery.
She was an Irish woman, and she was funny. She was real
slept
funny.
at the foot of your bed.
She was so funny. She must have tried to climb out of every window in the house. You know what I mean?
You had to.
She was funny.
Old Mary McScapesy.
Yeah.
You had to Mary-proof the windows.
Never learned a word of English.
Well, that's a magical Christmas memory.
Yeah,
That's right.
So let's see. So that's the Christmas where they got me my servant. I'm sure that's a relatable memory for a lot of people in the chat.
Maybe that's part of your Christmas hang-ups and why you're so humbuggy about it. Because I think you have some white guilt about owning a person.
You think, Junkus? You think I have white guilt?
Yeah,
I strike you as somebody with a lot of white guilt.
probably.
Okay.
Just because you don't feel it don't mean you don't have it.
Now, okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's right.
This is what Christmas is all about, working through these internal feelings.
Is that what Christmas is all about?
Yeah, it's like therapy.
I'm not
forceful
sure.
Therapy.
I'm not sure that that's canon, that's what it's about.
Get in his ass, Junkus. Get back
This
in
is
there.
what the magical hat inside me is dictating that I do. So
Yeah. It's the reason for the season is having a big pile of junk put his little noodle fingers into you.
Do we still have audio on these screens?
Put his little noodle fingers into you and suck all the bad vibes from your past out of you.
Noodle
right?
fingers.
Is that what's right? Is that what it
kinda,
is?
yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. So you got anything else for me? I mean, this did bring back some interesting memories.
Let's look at
of
another
the
Christmas
Irish servant I had who tried to
memory.
escape all the time. Moving to the next one here. Oh, there's yep.
This was the time you met Santa
That's
Claus.
when I met Santa Claus. That's right.
You didn't know
That
it
was
at
the same.
time.
That was the same year, actually.
That's the real Santa Claus.
That's the real Santa Claus.
Yep,
What are
every
you
year
talking about?
Santa Claus goes around and switches out with mall Santas. And
Junkus.
that's the real Santa.
Junkus. Come on.
It's true.
What are you doing here?
I've met
What's
Santa.
This? What's this bit you're doing here?
I bet you treated the real Santa real bad.
Yeah, I didn't treat him super good.
Did you pull on his face?
Pretty scary.
He
yeah,
said, he said that you
Look how
called him
scary he
scary.
is. Yeah. Well, I see. Here's the thing.
You said he had nightmare eyes, and that really hurt his
He
feelings.
absolutely had nightmare eyes.
Santa is a person.
He also had his beard was like dreaded, which I gotta say I was a little ahead of the game with not being down with white people having dreads.
Oh, speaking of white guilt.
Yeah. Well, see, I've never had dreads, but that I was on board with from the start,
I'm just saying, Santa-
from day dot.
He works very hard, and yeah, sometimes his eyes look like he hasn't slept because he doesn't get a lot of sleep around
Right.
Christmas.
Give him a break.
Right.
Yeah,
Hung up on everybody's appearance. Look at you.
very rude to Santa.
Well, I was on my way to racquetball practice on my donkey. You can see. I was headed to racquetball practice on my donkey, and then out of nowhere, from a cluster of trees back there, you can see it. You can see everything in the scene. Santa just comes running up, and I think he's gonna just snack me right off my donkey.
Hit you with a snack.
He gonna snack me right off my
Like
donkey.
a candy cane.
Mm-hmm.
Snacked.
I do look a bit like a snack in this photo. I gotta say, I
You're
look
looking
great.
like a snack.
I look great in it. Santa, not so great. He's the duff right here.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You know, Santa's probably watching
Santa's my
this.
duff in this.
You look like the little Damien boy from The Omen.
Yeah, you talk about Santa looking creepy. Look at yourself.
I look sweet.
No.
I look I'm a picture perfect American boy on his way to racquetball practice on a donkey.
You look like the kind of old-timey boy that would really frame their servant for murder because they didn't give him an extra raisin at lunch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When Mary killed herself, she said, "It's all for you, Howell." Jumped off the roof at your birthday party.
Oh, my God.
I do wish you had not brought up my indentured servant taking her own life by jumping off the roof.
We're working through this. It's Christmas miracle.
Oh,
you gotta feel better about all this.
We have not even approached anything like a miracle yet.
I feel good.
You just found out that you met Santa. A lot of people would think that was cool.
I don't know. I mean, he was a real creep. He was a real weirdo. He wasn't fat. He wasn't fat and jolly. He didn't laugh one time.
Why would you expect Santa to be normal? He delivers gifts to strange children once a year. It's a weird thing to do. We all accept it.
I don't know. I mean, you're a pile of trash, and I've heard you laugh.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, that guy was real intense.
Look, you don't want to be like Santa's at work. You don't want to be coming up to Santa going, "You'd be a lot pretty if you smiled."
Right.
But he did say that to me.
Oh.
He said, "You'd be prettier if you smiled." He tried to get me to help. He tried to get me to help him load an Oriental rug into the back of his wagon.
He's trying to give you a job.
No, it was not. No, it was not. He had an axle tool concealed behind his leg. He was trying to whop me upside the head and
snack you.
And trying to snack me. And then he was obviously going to sell my donkey.
Was he trying to Buffalo Bill you into that van?
He was definitely trying to Buffalo Bill.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a van. We didn't have... Vans weren't invented when I was a little boy.
Santa, I'm going to hear about this next time I see Santa.
Yeah. Well, if that's the real Santa, Santa's a real creep. Which makes sense, because all successful, powerful people are huge creeps.
Guaranteeing yourself a big old stocking full of coal this year.
Yeah.
What else we got?
What else we got? Where else you taking me, Junkus?
Let's look at your family. Remember your sisters?
Oh, no.
You never talk about them.
Oh, no. Are we going to... All right. I love my sisters. Okay?
Get in there.
Stop it.
I think you might be
I love my
ashamed of your
sisters very much.
Remember,
Clara, Sarah, and Jewel are the lights of my life. I love them.
Let's see them.
But you never talk about them. Why would that be?
All right. All right. We'll look at my sisters.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
All right. Now stop. Now stop.
Your whole family's like an alien nation.
You got it. Okay. Nope.
Oh, wow.
Now don't be...
This reveals a lot. This is very...
Holy hell, you're surrounded by ghouls.
Stop it. They're not ghouls. They're beautiful, beautiful women.
Clearly ghouls.
Well, this explains where you get your high self-esteem from, because you're the least ghoulish one in your family.
Man, it's real hard. It's real hard hearing that from a pile of trash.
I know, it's hard saying
God, it's hard.
Pile of trash.
God, it's hard hearing that from a big animated pile of garbage.
Did your sisters kill outdoor animals? Did they often drag in little, flaccid squirrel bodies?
Possum, it was a different time.
Was it?
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Everybody dragged a squirrel in with them a couple times a day. That's just how it was back then.
Were the squirrels drained of blood?
Yeah. But you don't want to bring blood in the house.
That's true. They were tidy little ghouls.
They were not ghouls. They're my sisters.
Yeah, they're
my beloved sisters. Goblin?
The product of
look at those smiles. Look at those smiles.
Breeding.
Oh, they do look happy, but
it brings joy into my heart to see them as little
full of warm squirrel blood.
They probably just smashed a neighborhood cat with a hammer.
I mean, listen, Possum, warm squirrel blood was the only warm beverage you got back then.
Did you drink it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Did you
back
kill
then?
it yourself, or did your sisters get it?
Well, now, I was fully capable of catching and bleeding a squirrel on my own. I could do it. I knew how to do it. But they were really good at it. They had a whole thing.
Yeah.
They could, kind of get around a squirrel, and they had a way... It was almost like they could communicate with the squirrels. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think you might have been raised by ghouls.
Yeah, so they just knew They knew how to get the squirrels. Sort of, they tricked them. They would trick the squirrels.
They hunted as a team, as ghouls would.
Now, that seems unfair. That seems unfair to me.
Seems accurate.
I picture like a squirrel like running from one of your sisters, and then like seeing one of them like in front, and then hearing a noise to the side, turning their head, and there's the other one. It's like, and the squirrel thinks, clever girl.
Clever girl. Yeah. Right. Well, they were clever girls.
But the third one comes up like walking like a spider, kind of upside down, like a body shouldn't bend. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This has been a nice little trip where you guys made fun of the way my sisters look. That's cool. That seems real chill and cool.
We're working through this. This is therapy.
Pull up my deceased sisters, by the way. They're not alive anymore.
Oh, that's right. They died on Christmas. That's the reason. I got distracted because I hadn't seen their faces. That was the reason. Yeah, because they all died on Christmas.
I mean, died is a stretch. Clara turned into a tree. That's documented.
She had that tree disease, like the tree man.
Sarah turned into a big stone. And Jewel, of course, famously, now this was a stuff of legend where I grew up, but Jewel famously turned into a bucket of water.
So they were witches.
No, I wouldn't call them witches. I would call them angels.
Magical female sorcerers?
Now it seems sexist to imply that just because a woman has magical powers, that there's something sinister about it, Mr.
My
Possum.
guess would be all the neighbors and everybody who like saw these kids on a regular basis all happened to have the same Christmas wish, that they didn't have to look at his faces anymore.
That's right.
Oh,
if enough people wish the same thing, it happens.
It's true. That's Christmas. It's Christmas magic. It can make anything happen.
And they
You're calling the deaths of my sisters Christmas magic
well, we
junkets.
just established they're not really dead. They live on as a rock in a tree in a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Like a Wonder Twin.
Yeah. Sorta. Toot toot to Star Dirt just showed up in the chat. Howdy.
Toot.
Merry Christmas to you. I'm having a real rough one here. Got a pile of trash making fun of my sisters.
The guff of Christmas past.
Let's well, you got another thing?
I think we have one more Christmas memory for you.
He's gonna whisk me away to another Christmas memory and then mock me for it. Let's see. This is probably
I'll try to find something typical, like a normal Christmas memory.
Yeah, do like a normal scene that anybody could relate to,
I'm just gonna grab
like a Christmas party.
A random Christmas memory.
Random Christmas party. So this will be a scene from standard Christmas party when Hal Dottie, normal guy whose family weren't ghouls growing up, exactly what our Christmas parties were like. So this next one will definitely be just normal, relatable stuff. Oh, come on, man.
Wait a minute.
What is going on? You have to explain what's going on here. What is this Christmas? Yeah, there's Santa Claus.
Well, yeah. Well, that's okay. So that's Jewel. That's my sister there. She's strapped to the Christmas table.
Oh, my God.
The strap to the Christmas table.
And,
is that a place of honor or punishment?
Now, honor and punishment kind of went hand in hand growing up.
Did they?
Yep, they sure did, Mr.
What did
Possum.
your family duty?
And then of course there's I actually never knew who the ones in the masks were.
So just strangers dressed as Christmas clowns.
Yeah, they showed up once a year on Christmas.
And they would just laugh.
And they would strap you to the Christmas table. And then Santa would bring your toys out one by one.
I gotta say, I feel sorry for Big Al because he's got a really weird past. I was kind of thinking that we were gonna uncover how much of a dick he was, but actually, his Christmas past is very rocky soil.
Yeah, it's really dark.
These are beloved memories of mine. These are not bad. I did not have a bad childhood.
You don't feel traumatized?
I had a beautiful childhood. Something out of sort of I had a magically real childhood.
You think Norman Rockwell would ever paint that picture?
Now, who's that?
Norman Rockwell.
Norman Rockwell?
Norman Rockwell.
Did you say Norman Rockwell?
I said Norman Rockwell. You think Norman Rockwell would ever paint that picture?
You know, Normal, the cat that Garfield mailed to Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
Normal Rockwell.
Norman.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, this has been pretty fun.
Yeah. Don't you feel better? Don't you feel like you've worked through
I feel like somebody's
Christmas past?
I feel like somebody brought up a bunch of baby photos of me in the middle of my Twitch stream. And
I didn't realize how weird it was going to be. I thought we were going to just get some glimpses into...
It's not that weird. It's not that weird. This is normal stuff for people who grew up in like the 1800s.
Chime in the comments there if you had a Christmas table.
Yeah.
If you ever got strapped to a Christmas anything. You know what? If you were ever strapped to anything involved in a Christmas ritual, give us a strap in the
Well, now
chat.
that's going to be... Okay, so there's going to be a lot of straps in the chat, I'm sure.
Strap in the chat? Oh.
Look.
Is it a song?
I didn't make a strap in the chat.
Can you take a sample of that and turn it into something?
Well, nobody can see me anyway. Get the shit with Tommy.
All right. Well, are you done making fun of this fun memory I have of these two?
I had more, but I'm honestly afraid it keeps getting worse. So let's cut our losses.
Okay.
Stardard says,
There we go.
were those nightmare clowns conjured by your hideous sisters to punish everyone?
Oh, come on! Now you shouldn't call the sisters hideous. I'm a guff, and then they're his sisters. But don't call them hideous.
Come on, Stardard, asshole.
They were medically diagnosed as ghoulish.
They were not medically diagnosed as anything because we didn't go to doctors.
You didn't ever go to a witch doctor?
We didn't go to doctors. We did not go to
witch
doctors.
doctors, so...
We got most of our medical attention when we were strapped to the Christmas table.
Oh.
You get a checkup. You get a checkup from
the neck up?
From the neck down.
Oh, my God. You just had a neck-down physical on Christmas strapped to a table?
Well, when else are those
people dressed as clowns?
When else are those clowns going to be there?
So just check for goiters and grab your nuts.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
That's that was country doctrine back then. Nowadays, everybody's got their fancy healthcare system and stuff, and everybody's got their HMOs and crap. Back then, all we had was two creepy clowns who strapped you to a table.
Those were the days.
On Christmas Day. And it was part of the whole myth. It was part of the whole thing. Santa brought you your gifts. You got your gifts. You got your physical. That was part of the whole deal. That was what Christmas was all about back then. And it was normal. Give me a strap in the chat if you agree with me.
Your parents still around? Do you ever talk to them?
Who?
Your parents?
My parents?
Your folks?
Are my folks still around? No.
Were they killed by your sisters?
No.
Stude says we had a Christmas hole out back. They had a Christmas hole.
Stude, I think that's awesome. I love a Christmas hole. That's cool. Strap from Dilius. I could not...
Of course, Dilius.
No, I could not expect to be supported at this time by Dilius. Patrick Guffey himself.
That's right.
So, anyway, you got anything else to yell at me about?
Stardard, sorry.
You couple of weirdos?
No.
I apologize for calling your sisters hideous. You know what, Toot Toot? It's the holiday season. Stardart, you're tuned into the stream. No hard feelings whatsoever.
But yeah, you passed.
This was depressing, though.
That's why you.
This was quite depressing. So, great. Excited to see where else this goes.
Yeah, maybe go to therapy about this. See a professional. Keep talking about this, not just at Christmas.
I do see a therapist.
You ever bring up Christmas?
Well, yeah, because he only sees me on Christmas. Straps me to that old table.
This is the same. Okay, that's like your annual.
I get my Christmas checkup from the neck up every year. But I'm normal. I'm regular. I'm a normal kind of guy.
Yeah, just a normal guy. Oh, normal guy, no.
And then there's some great, like clockwork, Dilius, the hand feedeth and the hand taketh away, as I think the old expression goes. Dilius, Howell can huff my nards. Strap. So, Dilius and I have a very complicated relationship where he gives me money and he calls me a piece of shit, and then he says he agrees with me.
Oh, I used to know somebody who did that.
Who's that?
It was a prostitute I used to know who would sleep in the trash.
Wow.
And, they would. People would pay and say horrible things to him.
This is the saddest story I've ever heard.
It's kind of like I was calling him a whore earlier. Do you think that there is a similarity?
Oh yeah. Howell, have you had sex for money?
It doesn't even have to be sex.
Who hasn't had sex for money? Come on, guys.
I'm not.
Let's be
judging.
real. We live in a society, folks. Modern day time.
You ever dress up like a lumberjack, have somebody walk around on your face?
Of course.
You're a whore.
And what's wrong with that anymore?
Nothing. I'm just.
Yeah.
Why do you keep saying it like it's an insult?
No,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I need to classify you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to classify
Who's
me.
not a whore for Christmas?
Yeah.
Ooh, a whore for Christmas. That would be a cool movie.
Oh yes, I love that.
A whore for Christmas would be a cool movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Santa says, "Whore, whore, whore, Merry Christmas."
This is
Love
terrible.
that.
This is just.
Love that.
I would rather you guys were roasting me than doing this. This sucks.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting to say the word whore so much tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
It
on.
surprised me. I don't know what's gotten
It's a
into
little
me.
bit. Yeah.
You've been tainted by his past.
That's true. He's making me shitty.
I think my something's going on. The holiday season makes you real ornery. You talk about farts for about 3 minutes right off the bat.
Yeah.
That might have been in the silent period. I don't know. Might have been in that silent but deadly little intro that we did. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
But you guys are gross, and that whole segment sucked. And I think it's time for a break. I would love to get old Junkus out of here.
Well, I'll probably hang around for the rest of the show, and
I do not think that you will.
And
I don't think you're going to do that.
Future shows.
I think if I understand the rules of this correctly, each guff comes one at a time, and they do not appear concurrently or with each other.
All right, well, I'll be back next week then.
You will not. You definitely will
We'll
not.
see.
No
We'll see.
magic will pull you back here next week.
There must have been some magic in that old gross hat.
Stop it.
Away.
You stop that right now. All right, let's see what the dogs are doing. Toot, toot. Thanks for sticking with us. There we go.
I'm gonna miss you, Junkus.
No, you are not.
Because I'll be right back.
Ugh.
After these messages, ow.
Toot, toot.
We'll be
And we're back with Big Hal and Possum.
Boy, that was a heck of a visit. I think it might be over. Right.
That was rough. That was pretty rough. I did not like that. Did not like that one bit. That sucked. Oh my God. Who's this?
Ah!
What's up, man?
Oh my God!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, come on.
How's it going, man?
Oh, God.
The hottest young funeral director in town, Mark Calhoun.
This guy gets it. Happy Xmas, Big Hal. Happy Xmas, the possum.
Happy Xmas.
How
are you? What? I don't understand. How are you like a spirit of Christmas, whatever, of guff?
Come on,
You're
man.
like a real dude.
Grow up. I'm not a spirit.
Get it.
It's a friggin' it's a gig economy, dude. I got an app.
It's a gig economy. You
Yeah.
got an app. You got what? The Guffer app.
No, it's not called the Guffer app. It's called.
I kind of like the Guffer
Guffism.
app. Well, I'm starting the Guffer app then.
You son of a bitch. See, this is why I'm here. To show you what a friggin' stupid dummy you are.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the lift to your Uber. The Guffer app.
Lyft sucks.
Yeah.
That is true.
Lyft
Yeah.
sucks.
See? Come on, man.
He's like
All right.
Spirit Airlines. He's cheap and he's available and he's.
All right, so you're here. You're obviously the Guff of Christmas present.
Xmas present.
Guff of Xmas present.
That's
This is
right.
Mark Calhoun of Calhoun Funeral, Enterprises or some shit?
Incorporated.
Incorporated.
It was a big step.
You guys probably
that.
remember him from a few weeks ago. He was supposed to finance us, but the check bounced.
Wow, okay, well, the check didn't bounce. I just didn't have the money in the account, so the check didn't go through.
That sounds like it bounced.
Okay, I
Well-
don't actually know what that means, so that's...
You can pay us in coffins.
Okay, that's true. You guys need a lot of
I
coffee.
feel like I have one up on Scrooge here, where I know this guy, and he's a real guy. Like I could punch him.
But you knew that Jewish pile of trash that was here a minute ago.
Wait.
Oh my God!
Hold on.
That's why. How's he affiliated with Christmas, anyways?
Hang on.
What's up?
Whoa. We gotta pause for 1 second.
Why? What's up? I don't care. I'm a funeral director. It's not a church. I'll take whoever, man.
That's right.
What about Junkus?
Oh, okay.
What about Junkus?
Okay. Oh, what about those fish aliens in Star Wars Episode 1 made them Chinese, you know?
Oh boy.
Right.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
let's stop talking about Junkus.
Plus, he showed me his wang, and he's circumcised as hell, man.
Oh my God!
Who isn't?
His little junk wang.
I just said who isn't.
I've got a
Lots of
corkscrew
people are.
penis.
Yeah, he's not.
What's the deal with possum penis?
It's corkscrew.
It's a corkscrew. It's real weird.
So-
Do they have corkscrew vaginas, the women possums?
It's
No.
It's cork. It's real dry.
You gotta stab it hard.
It's real
so you
dry.
gotta, and then you got to
Yeah.
twist it around.
Yeah.
And then you got to pull out their chastity cork.
And then champagne comes out. Possum sex is weird.
Yeah, it sounds like it's fucking baller, though.
It is.
Sounds like my kind of party. You get bottle service every time.
Exactly, dog.
Yeah.
You guys are gross.
Oh,
You guys
we're
are
gross.
so gross.
We're gross. You're the one when I was on here a couple weeks ago talking about eating dogs nonstop.
Now, hold on.
True.
I did not talk about eating dogs.
You did.
I may have implied that it may have been normal and commonplace at certain points in my life to eat whatever animals came along.
Well, to be fair, it's probably his sister's fault. They're ghouls.
Oh, yeah, I heard that you're half ghoul.
I'm not half ghoul.
Oh, sorry, whole ghoul. I don't know how much friggin' ghoul you are. Friggin' gabagool for all I care.
Oh, he's all pasta.
You're all pasta and gabagool.
God
Talk so
damn
much,
it.
you're a friggin' gabagool.
All right, this is
body.
more what I was expecting from
Yeah.
being visited by Guff.
Yeah, the
Good
Gulf of
Lord.
Mexico.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
That one didn't really. I'm an American man.
Don't doubt yourself. It was annoying to hear, so it worked.
That's what I go for, baby.
That's what you guff for.
Bang bang.
Guffy the Vampire Slayer back
That's
there.
what I'm talking about.
If you do that,
That's what-
if
that's
you
what
do
I
that
just
bang
might
bang
do.
again, I'm just gonna give up. I'm gonna give my soul up to the Lord.
Oh, thank God. That is what I'm here to do. You know, that's what they don't realize. The original intention of the ghost in Scrooge was to get Scrooge to kill himself.
To kill himself.
Yeah.
To just accept.
It's like a reverse It's a Wonderful
Yeah,
Life.
he just jumps into the grave when he sees it.
Right,
And then
yeah,
they
yeah.
pile a bunch of
It's
dirt
like, oh,
over
great,
it.
bear,
And
bear,
everybody's
bear, bear.
like, problem solved for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Nobody's gonna miss old Scrooge as is.
No, those ghosts all got fired because Scrooge kept living.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he pulled a
That's
Matthew
interesting.
McConaughey and he JKL'd.
That's
Oh,
interesting to think about.
Just
Love
kept
it.
living.
Their job was to make him throw himself into a grave and get buried alive.
Well,
Fucked up.
Let's get him all graved up. What you got?
Yeah, baby. Let's get you graved up.
Well, okay. I know what you're here to do.
See,
You're the
that's why it makes me money. You know, if I do my job right, you kill yourself, then I get the funeral.
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
All winning.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try hard.
All women at the funeral?
All winning.
Okay. I do have an all-women funeral package where no men are allowed. Because, you go to funerals and you're like, it's a friggin' sausage party.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have a funeral package that I sell where only women come to your funeral. And,
That's tight.
yeah, and people are like, man, this dude must have gotten so much tang. You know what I mean?
Fuck
Yeah, all the women who are there say that.
And then they're
say
all
that
horny
too.
for you, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
So tight.
I understand
Fucking
it. I
baller.
understand it. Yeah.
Cool as hell, dude.
I go to funerals, I'm like, where's the coochie at, baby?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be allowed to the all-woman
Yeah, I
funeral.
know.
Yeah. Well, you're not actually allowed at any funeral. I mean, when you say you go to funerals, you show up at funerals because you're like
They're my funeral.
digging through a dumpster nearby.
Also, well, I should be clear too. At the all-women funerals, there's an all-men funeral for the same person on the other side of the room. They're actually Muslim funerals, is what they
So
are.
they're just Shaker funerals or
Yeah.
Muslim funerals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
makes sense.
Anyways, Hal, I'm
I
here.
know what you're here to do. You're here to take me to see, because I've had such a busy year, because I've been working so hard on this show and making music and stuff, that I have abandoned my family and my friends and stuff. And what you're here to do as the guff of Christmas present, or Xmas present, excuse me, is to show me some of the holiday parties I've missed and how much fun everybody's having and how much everybody misses me and wishes I was more like my old self. That's what you're here to do. We get it. Let's just go ahead and look at some of these parties I didn't get to go to.
Oh boy, you know everything, huh? You just know everything. You think I'm here to tell you about how you've abandoned your family? You've abandoned your boy. You ever see There Will Be Blood? You abandoned your boy. That's you, man.
Yeah.
Bastard in a basket.
That's right. I'm here to drink your milkshake, baby. And so, that's our, it's sort of, we do more multimedia presentations these days. Because I'm the Muppet that comes and got all the red hair and sort of look like a ginger Santa Claus, I've only seen
I don't know what that
one
has
version
to do
of the,
with that has to
I've only
do
seen
with
one
anything.
version of the Christmas Carol.
Oh,
The
you've only
Muppet
seen, okay. Right.
version of the
You've only
Christmas
seen the
Carol.
Muppet
So you're friggin' Michael Caine like a little motherfucker, and I'm the red-haired ghost of Xmas present.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's confusing when they say Christmas present, but it's not about Christmas presents.
I
isn't
know,
it?
yeah.
That's why I like to say Xmas.
You ever got any little sick kids under your robe, do you?
I got Want and the other one in my joggers.
Okay.
Got two little boys, little boy, little girl, right here in my joggers.
I may scoot out when that happens.
This is awful.
I don't like
this
that.
This is so bad.
Well, let's take a
This is
look.
terrible.
Let's take a look at these little multimedia presentations that I prepared for you.
Yeah.
So this is going to be we're headed to obviously some kind of party that I missed
show
or something.
What your compatriots are up to right now,
sure.
currently. you know?
Okay. Right now, at this very moment,
present
so
day, at
they're having a
least.
great time, just hanging out. So, all right, here we go. Here's one.
Uh-oh, who's that with Santa Claus?
Ooh, wee.
Viewers, if you're watching on mobile, go ahead and pinch and zoom in on that face. What are you seeing there, Hal?
Is that? Oh, my. I know her.
She's a piece, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? Ow, ow, ow! Right? Like a wolf?
Peace, dude. Santa couldn't resist aunts.
Okay, that's That's not funny.
It's actually a very serious issue, but because
That's my wife.
that is your wife.
That is my wife.
I saw wifey fucking Santa Claus.
Well, hold on. This could be a lot of things.
yeah,
Is
This could be a lot of scenarios.
let's list them.
Yeah, look.
That's my wife. Well, she happens to be, I don't know, she happens to be leaning against a tree.
Yeah.
Putting one, leg out sort of seductively.
Maybe she's trying to fight him off.
She's not wearing a whole lot. And Santa, maybe, look, this could be a lot like when Santa approached me. You know, Santa just came up. I was on my donkey and on my way to racquetball practice, and Santa just walked up out of the woods and tried to get me to load an Oriental rug into his wagon.
I think he's trying to load his Oriental rug into that
There
wagon.
it is. There it is, baby.
Possible.
You wasn't wearing a little bikini when you was on that mule.
That's right.
Look at her.
He's trying to help her get something into something, you know what I mean?
That ain't even spring break.
Your wife is not a great big fat person, you know?
Can we go
Like that movie?
Can we go somewhere else where my wife is not?
Let's see the next picture of what we got, just to show you the rest of the...
Oh mother!
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, now they could be doing the conga.
Oh, my God. Big Hal, this is tough. This is tough. Santa's a bigger man than you. He's just a bigger man.
Well, okay,
always
I'm trying to
gonna be
get
a bigger
bigger. I did go to the doctor today, and I got weighed, and I'll have you guys know I'm really fat. But
The doctor declared you officially a big boy.
officially a big boy.
Oh boy,
Doctor was like, "Guess what? It's big boy season. Welcome,
population you.
population me."
This season has a population, and it's you.
So that's my wife and Santa Claus.
Still think she's not into it, or you think that's still a possibility?
I think it's possible. I think
Anything's
it's.
possible.
That's right. I say it
You
every
say it all
day.
the time. I love
I think it's very possible that she is. You know, her face is a little blurred out. I think it's very possible that she is saying, "Get your jolly little ruddy hands out from under my knee back here."
It seems like she's smiling. I know you can't tell because the face is blurred. That's only because I got this off a Chinese porn site.
Oh.
They always blur out all the good stuff.
This was on a Chinese porn site, was it?
Yep. www.santaandhalswife.china.
Oh. Oh. You know what? This isn't so bad. Maybe he'll let you watch.
It's pretty bad.
You can learn something. Maybe he's got some moves that she likes that you could apply to her.
Some moves? I
Yeah.
thought you said some mousse at first, but either one will probably work.
Well, he's got
Eat some
reindeer.
chocolate mousse.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of mousse really can mean a lot of things, can it?
Sure can.
I guess you're going through something, Hal. So if you want to just process this while we talk about the homonyms of mousse,
Yeah, see, that could be kind of a thick pudding, or it could be...
the stuff you put in your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like,
Now, one thing.
what's up?
So she's got like a red bikini on.
Sure does.
Have you ever seen that before?
No, and my wife appears to be wearing some red gloves that have fur trim round about the forearm, about to meet the elbow area.
It's a strange detail to focus on, but okay.
Looks like Santa's getting some fur trim.
Well, I'm focused
shit.
on that. I'm focused on that because that appears to be maybe an outfit that she bought for this encounter with Santa.
Yeah, or maybe he gifted it
Like
to
she
her.
wasn't just doing a little, woods bikini tree service or something.
Yeah, a little
and,
WBTS.
Yeah, Woods Bikini Tree Service.
Yeah.
That one of my favorite softcore films of the 90s.
I've seen that on WBTS.China.
Woods Bikini Tree Service. And she wasn't just out there doing what we all do when we, go out scantily clad into the woods. She appears to have planned this meeting with Santa Claus.
I think she looked forward to it. I think that she probably texted him about it. I think that there were some saucy words exchanged.
It's extremely embarrassing that she wore a matching outfit with the man that she's cheating on me with.
Let me ask you this. What's it like when you're like, hey, can I use your phone to look up something? Like, what's she do?
What, to use her phone to look something?
Yeah, if
What
you're
would
like,
I
hey,
look
can I-
up on her phone?
You're like, hey, can I use your phone to make a phone call? Is
My
she
wife
weird about
doesn't,
it?
and my wife doesn't have a regular phone, as I understand it.
Go on. Wait, you believe that your wife doesn't have a phone?
She just got a home phone, and that's
I mean, if she needs to make a call or something, she uses my phone.
Oh, Hal. Oh, Hal, your wife's got a phone, baby.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Your wife's got a phone, and it is red with white trim.
I check her for phones all the time.
You
She's
check
never got
her
'em.
for phones.
She's never got
What does
one.
that mean? What does this search entail?
If your wife was E.T., it'd be like E.T. Bone Home, baby.
There it is.
It's a long way around to that punchline.
Good Lord.
Anyway.
You had to just stop time to get that shit out. God damn.
I'm sure it's not that bad, though. Let's just show you some other stuff.
Okay, let's just find out what else is going on in Christmas present.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, good news, everybody. It's another picture of my wife.
He's inside of her. He's inside of her.
Yeah.
Making out with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, so... All right, so Fair Cop, she's dressed in a Santa Claus themed outfit, screwing around with Santa Claus in the woods. This doesn't make me feel tremendously good. It makes me feel pretty bad, actually.
Do you think he has to have sex outside because he just loves the cold? Like, why didn't he take her inside? There's snow everywhere. It must be cold.
That's true. It's wet out there.
It's wet and cold.
It's wet and cold out there.
I'm going to tell Santa next time he has sex with your wife, he should do it inside next to a fireplace.
Wouldn't you like
there's
that?
a fireplace right here.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd hate for her to get pneumonia or something.
Yeah, just hey man, just do me a favor. If you're gonna bone
That'd be a real
Hal's wife,
shame. Be a real shame if she got sick or anything.
if you're gonna bone Hal's wife, which of course I understand that you're doing because she has strayed from him because of his incredibly recurrent shittiness and willingness to eat many of your pets that you've had together, bone her inside next to a fireplace.
Never eaten a pet that my wife and I had. That's never happened. Yeah. We actually have, okay, my wife and I have a beagle. Let me just tell you about this beagle.
Oh, God.
I love this little boy. Oh, he's so great. All right, you might have seen him in some of the dog breaks. My wife and I, so, even in times when our relationship isn't going that great, we still have our little boy, our little beagle, who is... he's just such a little treasure.
He's your little bundle.
And he's like our little thing. You know what I mean? And I would never hurt him. I'd never mess with that.
What's your relationship like with the beagle? Possum is
not too good.
Yeah.
Well, he's always after my throat.
Yeah.
Which I don't love.
I would imagine.
Well, he sees you as like a big chew toy, right?
He does see me as a big toy. Yeah.
But yeah, I would enter into, because you've got this whole weird thing that you say about me being weird with dogs. I would say my dog and I have this great, tremendous, special relationship that
kind of like your wife's relationship with Santa.
Is it similar to that? To your wife's relationship with Santa?
You ever bend over your dog?
I can't speak of.
No,
I can't speak.
Maybe not exactly
to
like
what
that.
Exactly is going on here. I don't know what kind of love is being displayed here.
Oh, that ain't love.
So you're only willing to eat dogs, not have sex with them?
That's not love. That's just pure give it to me.
I don't eat dogs.
You don't eat dogs. You love your dog.
I love my dog a tremendous amount.
You can't believe
and he's my little boy. He's great.
You love him. All right.
And he's it's like we got a little family. It's like a little family. Me, my wife, and my dog. And you know what? Maybe my wife has hurt me here. Maybe my wife has betrayed me. Maybe I am not real stoked about having to watch her make out with Santa Claus in these more I look at them hotter and hotter photos. But
what's your dog's name, by the way?
At least I still have my dog, little Danny. Little Danny.
That's great, man. I love that.
Danny
I love
boy.
that you have something that you can put your faith in, that you believe in. I love that you love Danny. Let's go to the next picture.
All right, let's check out this next photo here.
Oh my God. Now, does he have sex with the dog as well, or is this just a friendship?
I believe that it is almost like a fatherhood, father-son thing.
Santa took your boy, Howell. He took your boy. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-boo-boo.
That's Santa and your dog, Hal.
That dog don't seem like he's really in the mood to get up and leave. Looks like he's pretty comfy right there.
And it looks like he's not afraid of being eaten even a little bit.
Which is good.
Yeah. Can you say the same, when you're hanging out with him, or is there a touch of fear in his eyes? Does his respect for you come from the fear of being consumed like Galactus with so many planets?
Beautiful.
Can you guys just shut the heck up for a second?
Love to.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
This is hard. This is hard to deal with.
Do you hear that sound, Mark?
What's that?
Sounds like clapping.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of flesh against flesh, but just one person clapping. Where's that coming from? Oh, I think it might just be Santa and Big Al's wife. It's flesh against flesh. Pubis against pubis.
That's truly the sound of one hand clapping.
I gotta get away from that photo right there. Okay, so, great job. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole.
Yes, you are the asshole.
Not you, the person who drove these people away from your inherent shittiness. You know, you ever think about that? Like, you're putting a lot of the blame on me, but you're not looking into yourself to see what has caused them to run from you.
He's the messenger. He don't kill you. He just puts you in a vice box.
I just make you stronger, put you in a vice box. I strap you to the Christmas table. And we see what happens.
Well, now that sounds nice, actually. I love being strapped to the Christmas table.
It's a place of honor.
It is a place of honor. It's where you get the most attention out of everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
Look at me. I'm strapped to the Christmas table. That's part of the deal. That's part of the celebration.
This is what...
So...
This is what the Ghost of Christmas Present does. Is he comes in, he shows you what everyone else is doing in your life, what your friends are doing, and what they really think of you, and all that junk.
Yeah.
That's...
So what? You're gonna? Oh, you've got your phone out.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of. I'll do it the easy way. I'm gonna just get in touch with one of your best friends and see what they think about you.
Oh, you need this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna call. You're gonna call one of my best pals. You're gonna call like Tony or Nathan or somebody. One of my bestest friends of all time. Maybe Stuart.
Hal, shut up for a
Maybe
second.
we'll. Oh.
Hey, Junkus, what's up, baby?
Not much. Just taking the bus home. I was doing his Gulf of Christmas pass thing earlier for my good friend Big Howell.
Oh, you were? I wasn't watching.
So you called Junkus.
Yeah, one of your best friends. Hey, man, what you doing right now?
My best friend.
Oh, you're on the bus.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Hal?
Oh, he's great. We love each other.
You guys love each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he might like me a little more than I like him. He gets attached.
Okay. I gotta say, narrative-wise, that doesn't really work with the whole thing I was putting together, but...
Oh, yeah.
But, whatever. I'm just glad to have your positive energy. I think that you're an influence that Big Hal needs on his life. So, hey, man,
hey, Junkus, believe me, that was way more depressing than I even needed it to be.
Come on, man, he loves you.
I felt it. I felt it deep down.
Christmas is about friends, so...
Yeah. No, it really works. The whole thing really works.
Hey, Junkus,
I feel like shit.
Did you see the picture of Hal's dog sitting on Santa's lap? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm watching it on my phone.
Yeah.
Good.
You watching on the bus? It's like everyone crowding around you on the bus, like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, well, at first they were all screaming, like, it's a doggy pile of trash, but then they got to know me, and then, I showed them the Twitch stream on my phone.
Yeah, this is gonna be like...
He's so good at confusing your little narrative. See, now you see what the problem with Junkus is.
I don't know.
He has a way of trashing everything you want to do.
I don't know. I think you're just a little anti-Semitic, Hal. But hey, what's up? All right, Junkus, I gotta go. I'll see you at Temple. All right.
Okay, this is my
Son of a bitch.
All right, bye.
Son of a bitch.
Anyways, that's what your friends are doing and what they think about you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for calling Junkus one of my best friends.
Oh, who else is your friends? The dog, the wife, the possum.
Yeah.
You ain't doing good, Big Hal.
Anything going on in the chat?
I'd sit on
What happened to the
Santa's lap
chat?
in a heartbeat.
Hey,
just listening.
chat. Listen, I'm depressed.
There was someone in there earlier.
This has all been very depressing.
There's someone talking about a real good Cartoon Network show. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What?
Cool. Well, I apologize if I've missed any of the good comments in the chat. I've had a very big bummer of a night so far.
Oh, yeah, that's what you want to apologize for. Not the way you've treated your wife and dog to push them away, or the way you
I don't feel like I'm the
possum.
one in the wrong with my wife and dog at this moment.
The animals
I gotta
that you-
say.
The animals
I gotta
that
say,
you
I feel
constantly
like
threat of eating.
Only reason he don't threaten to eat me is because he knows my meat probably tastes weird.
That true?
your meat would definitely taste weird. That's for sure.
I'm sure of it. I
Yeah,
sometimes I
I'm
lick
sure of
my
it
own
too.
ass to give myself a bath, and I go, yuck.
So you know how like when you freeze and unfreeze something, it's not good to eat. It's like freezer burn.
Yeah.
I bet your meat's like that because you died and come back to life.
Constantly wrinkly.
Yeah, you got life burn.
My-
All right,
my
I want to
skin
say
looks
thank
like a
you to
relief
Stude,
valve.
who says, I feel like this is going to turn around. Howell, toot, 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 toot to you as well. I'm not sure how it can turn around exactly.
It can get worse.
I think I'm feeling pretty good about the grave that the Ghost of Christmas Future is going to present to me, that I'm just going to get to saunter right into.
Hot dog.
Get, you know? And then Possum will get to find out how hard it is to actually plan a funeral for somebody.
God, I hope you get to. Oh, I'm gonna make it very easy on you, Possum. Don't
Oh,
worry.
thank you.
I hope you saunter right into that grave. That'll make my job so much easier. I ain't gotta work it out with hospice or nothing.
I'm not much of a planner. I think he's
Yeah.
going to have a very humble pauper's funeral.
Yeah. We got that. We got that package.
You got the pauper
we got the
package.
pauper's funeral package, and
Love
then halfway through it turns into the Prince funeral package.
Stardart says, seems like you aren't learning any lessons, Big Hal.
Thank
Which,
you. Thank you.
I mean, what would you say that to somebody else who just learned that his wife is cheating on him? Would you say, hey, by the way, I think maybe you're not learning enough today? Like, maybe you didn't learn enough stuff today. If someone learned about infidelity of their life partner,
Oh, my God.
would you walk up to them and be like, well, why don't you crack a book? Maybe learn a little something.
Oh, you're such a victim.
Good God.
You could learn from Santa because he's doing things sexually that you don't do. You can take a few moves.
He's got that big red bag, and guess what? It just you can fit everything in there.
Okay.
It
You
does
can
not-
fit everything in there.
It does not get empty.
It's one of the most erotic phrases I've ever heard. You can fit everything in there.
He's got that big red
Really
bag,
impressive.
and it just keeps filling itself up, so he can
Yeah.
empty it as much
Oh,
as he
boy.
wants.
Oh,
He can
boy.
empty that bag as much as he wants.
Heck yeah, fire hose.
Oh yeah, you can fit anything in there. So, all right. So I'm sorry I haven't learned enough for Stardirt,
I accept.
even though I've learned that my life is completely in shambles in the present,
Can I
and
start
I would
calling you
sure
Shambles?
like to walk into a grave in the future.
You're Shambles now. That's your name.
Shambles?
That's your full name.
Big Shambles.
Yeah, Shambles.
I kind
Make
of
me
like that
laugh,
name.
Shambles.
That's my SoundCloud rapper name, Big Shambles.
That's pretty good. It's got ham right in there.
Yeah.
You are.
The ham is capitalized. The rest of it's lowercase.
That's actually.
And there's a clap emoji between every letter.
Tight.
That's the fucking dopest thing I've heard all night. It doesn't sound like the kind of thing a guy who's devastated over his wife's infidelity could come up with.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
You're
I,
coming up with SoundCloud names.
maybe I was looking for a change. Maybe I want to reinvent myself as a 25-year-old guy named Big Shambles.
So you think when you reinvent yourself that part of that is coming up with a new age?
Yes.
Okay, and that's making yourself 15 years younger?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I play 15 years younger a lot. I pass for it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people come up to me and say, "Hey, Big Hal, are you 24 or 25?"
Who
That's
said
the
that?
kind of questions
Who was
that
the
I
last
get asked.
person that said that
I get asked that question on the street all the time.
on the street?
Yeah.
People come
just,
up to you?
just strangers come
Which
up to me.
street?
What street?
Which street
what
was it?
What street? Like streets downtown.
Downtown.
You've never heard of them.
Oh, really?
Was it
They're-
like
they're
5th
different.
Street, Jefferson Street? Was it
They're
like
way, they're
6th Street?
Come on, you did a song where you named all the streets. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
that video, but I assume you're just naming streets.
You know the
Yeah.
city well, so...
So, like, what's
Yeah, like the middle of the 2nd Street Bridge. I get asked that all
I feel
the
like you're
time.
gonna look around and be like, it was a window lamp street.
Yeah.
Trying to Kaiser Sose us.
Yeah.
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 It was Coffee Mug Bourbon Street.
Now you got to know that's a real street, Bourbon Street.
Coffee Mug Bourbon Street. That's where I learned that I looked like I'm 24.
Yeah.
That sounds like a John Mellencamp song.
Oh, if only it took place in Indiana.
Bourbon coffee mug.
Where I learned I was 24.
Where I learned I was 24. She taught me I was 24.
My
That
wife's
does sound
fucking
like
Santa.
You guys are so good. I'm not the musician. I can't do what you guys do. But man,
Yeah, I know that. So, all right, let's go to a break and get Mark Calhoun the fuck out of here. This is Big Hal and Possum. I'm extremely depressed. I'm gonna get a little more coffee mug bourbon, and this guy's gonna get out of here. And Merry Christmas to y'all.
Merry Xmas.
My life's falling apart. Great stuff.
It's okay, Shambles.
Dog break number 3. Oh, toot toot, we are back.
Well, everything appears to be normal. I think it's all over, Big Al.
It's not over. It's
What?
not over.
Why?
It's not over.
What do you mean?
We know that something else has to happen. I'm being Scrooged.
Ah, yes.
Unless I was just being... Wait. Maybe I was just being pranked by my two worst friends, Junkus and Mark Calhoun of Calhoun Funeral Industries. That's possible.
It's possible that if you looked over your right shoulder...
Whoa!
Boo! Boo, I'm a ghost. I'm just kidding. It's me, Aunt Linda.
She's booing you.
Hey, y'all. Oh, damn.
She did a hook from one of my songs. That was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to be terrified of a spook and then have it.
Morning. Hey, y'all.
Good morning, Aunt Linda.
Hey, Aunt Linda, how are you?
Hey, I got my winter shroud on. It's hot. It's hot in here. Gotta take off my shroud.
It's good to have a seasonal shroud.
Yeah.
It's hot in here. Hey,
Everybody, this is Aunt Linda.
Hey, I'm the guff of Christmas yet to come. Baby, don't give me that Xmas crap. You gotta keep Christ in Christmas if you want me hanging out around here today.
I'll keep whatever Christ you want as long as you give him some grave shit.
Oh no, I love him. That's my baby Howell right there. I never give him no shit. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. It's great to see you.
myself.
It's great to see you, Aunt Linda. I understand why you are here.
Yeah.
This makes perfect sense. The other two were, let's say, a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But you are death herself.
Yeah.
And so having you as the the guff of Christmas yet to come makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I'm here to show you just some fun stuff. It's nothing scary though.
Just some fun stuff, huh?
Yeah, don't-
You're here to show me fun stuff.
No.
So you're not going to show me like a series of pictures of somebody else screwing my wife. You're not going to do that?
Baby, why would I do that to you?
It doesn't seem like something you would do
I'm
anyway.
here to help.
Yeah, okay.
To be
Okay.
fair, she was kind of screwing him. It seemed like she was more like, anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
He's a sexy daddy. You can't really get mad about her urges.
Oh, you weren't saying I was a sexy daddy. You were saying Santa Claus.
I feel like you're a
Kris
sexy
Kringle.
daddy in training.
Yeah, I'm a little young. I guess I play a little young to be a sexy daddy. probably people think I'm like 24, 25, something along those lines.
People don't think
And
think that.
so it's probably pretty hard for people to think of me as a sexy daddy when I'm more sort of on their level. You know, I sort of look like I'm just out of college or something.
So we're gonna kick him into a little grave hole.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Let's do this. I'm ready for it. So she's deaf.
All right.
I don't know if anybody in the chat or if anybody watching is not familiar with the lore of the show. This is my Aunt Linda, who is deaf, and she takes people to the other world when they die.
Yep. It's just a job.
And just a job that she does. It's nothing personal, but she's the ghost. I've done it twice now. The guff of Christmas yet to come, and I'm really excited about this because I hate everything right now. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited. You're going to show me my grave. I know how this goes. I've seen all the movies. I've seen how it goes every time. You're going to show me my grave, and I'm going to walk over to it, and I'm going to happily jump right in that motherfucker.
Baby, number one, don't curse. Number two, you can't... Look, some things are worse than death.
What?
Some things, not all things.
Worse than death.
Some things.
What'd you say, like?
Be careful about how you behave in this life, because sometimes a fate awaits you, quite possibly worse than death. And
that's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense.
And
Just show me the tombstone. I know the scene. I'm thinking about it. It's so hilarious to me now to think about Scrooge looking at the little tombstone with his own name on it and going, no. Right now, if I saw a little tombstone with Howell Dottie on it, I'd be like, yeah, I did it.
Thanks, funny.
I got away from all that crap.
Baby, why don't you take a sip of your wet? You're going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
You don't know how to describe what?
You want to hang out a little bit more and visit, or you want to just see it?
Do I want to see my tomb? Yeah, I want to see my tomb.
Yeah.
I would like to go there. I'd like to go to my grave right now. I would love to.
Let's learn some lessons.
All right, toot toot, everybody. We're going to go to my grave, my beautiful tombstone, my forever home. We're going to check it out. We're going to learn a little something about me. So let's go there right now.
Oh,
right,
Missy Elliott.
Okay, I think there's been a mistake. This is a picture of we're looking at a picture of a can of dog food. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Well, before you get upset, sometimes you get mushed up into dog food, and that ain't always the case, but it is in fact the case for you in your life after you are no longer living. That is what will happen to you based on the way things are now. By that I mean, you will die, but you will become food for your beagle. And you will be fed to your own dog by your wife and Santa.
Oh my God. Chunky.
Merry Christmas.
At least you're chunky.
I won't say it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
You won't say it's the worst thing you've ever seen.
I will not say it.
You will not say it. You will not say it, but it is the worst thing you've ever seen?
I won't say it.
Chunky
Could you clarify
dinner.
if you've seen something worse than me finding out I'm going to be chunky pedigree dog food when I die?
Well, afterlife is a very personal type of torment. And so therefore I can't say.
I'm not going to lie.
Let's take a look at this can of dog food. It says chunky
good.
ground dinner. Well, yeah, it looks better than anything you've ever had.
I know. I'm going to eat it.
It says Howell. Well, it's okay. So the flavor line, which we all know the flavor line on the cans of dog food, it says Howell, Big Howell Dottie, which you know what, that actually tempers this a little bit because I feel like that's a little bit famous, is to be a flavor of dog food. And then over there by the bowl of meat, it says with chunks of real Howell. So I'm gonna end up in a can of dog food.
So
when I die.
I have a question.
Not in a grave.
Is he gonna be mass produced in several cans, or they just have a little bit and there's like a limited release of Big Howell? Are they gonna clone him and keep killing him and putting him in his meat and dog food?
One time.
Don't give him any ideas. Come on.
You can have as much as you want.
One and done.
One time.
They give it to him. They laugh about it. The dog has diarrhea. Shits him out in the yard. Mushrooms grow in his place. No, not the cool kind. And then it's over.
Oh, it makes the dog sick?
He becomes dog shit.
Would it make me sick? Because I would like to taste him.
So I
think
become
you would
dog
like
shit.
this.
I
It
turn
won't
into
do
dog
anything
shit.
cool. It just tastes like dog shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm dog shit.
You
Deal.
are. You don't. You
right.
you died.
All right.
And you weren't dog shit, but then you became dog food, and then you lived in a dog, and then the dog had no more use
Yeah,
for you, and then put you out of its butthole.
Okay.
But at least your name's in the lights.
Yeah, at least my name's on the can.
Yeah.
Can any?
It's not.
No, it is. It's right there. It says Howell, Big Howell Dottie right there on the can of dog food. Hey, can anybody out there say that your name's been on a can of dog food?
Okay, I literally don't see it. I see Chunky Pedigree.
Well, yeah, it's kind of small. It's not like the first thing you'd see as
You're
you walk down the
smaller
aisle.
than Chunky. And
Yeah.
you're
Smaller than Chunky.
Pedigree, and you're smaller than the food itself, which they know's in there.
You can barely see
And-
it.
Hey,
smaller than a
Linda,
dog.
can I say smaller than Chunky's the best compliment I've gotten all night?
Oh, you're welcome, baby.
But yeah, I'm smaller than Chunky. I'm slightly smaller than just Dinner. So that's rough. And then you'd have to really squint to see my name over there with chunks of real me. But okay, well that's depressing. That's very depressing. That's
baby, that's what we're here for. We're here to learn the lessons.
yeah. Well, I don't know where
to
these
get
lessons
you
go.
out of a dog's ass. So let's do it. Let's get into it.
In the future, does other people get put in the dog meat cans, or is he the first one?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I forget a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember dog food specifically,
Uh-huh.
but coming out of asses is a real big fun time we like to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything where you can be in or out of an ass is pretty much
Oh, so that becomes
fun
like the next
afterlife
big
fodder.
millennial thing.
Out
is
of
they,
asses is sort of the Tide Pods of the after.
yeah, they want to be
yeah.
shot out of somebody's ass.
Yeah,
I
we
see.
do a lot of ass stuff.
I mean, I like that. I like that a lot.
Ass
but
stuff.
so yeah, ass stuff. I
Well,
like that. Sure.
I don't know if that's the
Um,
case, because if you were more attentive to the assholes, I think you may or may not have lost your wife to saying that.
Oh, you think his wife likes butt stuff?
I think all ladies like butts, do.
All ladies.
They just
Aunt Linda,
Okay.
Sir,
you think all ladies like butt stuff? They just won't tell you.
She's
I
all
think-
knowing.
I don't think all ladies like butt stuff. I think all ladies who's ever had their butts attended to like butt stuff.
Oh wow. Little, frankly, kind of gross advice from my Aunt Linda. But I gotta say, it's probably
useful
very
tips.
true. Yeah, it's a useful tip. It's a very useful tip. So I hope that all of our weird, lonely viewers of our channel really take that advice to heart. And if they ever meet a lady, that they know how to attend to that asshole.
Oh, is there
Right.
people watching us? I'll tell
Yeah, there's people watching.
Hey,
There's people watching.
Hey, it's Aunt Linda. Listen, don't be afraid to get your face a little funky.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Now, what's that mean precisely?
Okay, do you want to draw a picture?
Yeah,
Here,
yeah.
let's see this. Pretend that this is a butthole. You want to draw a picture? You got a pen?
No.
Let's not draw an actual
All
butthole
right,
on
all
this.
right.
On the
So
stream.
just imagine
Okay.
that that's a hole in the butt right there,
Mm-hmm.
that little, and then that's where you want to put your general mouth,
Okay.
and then that's where you want to put your tongue,
Well, yeah. Okay.
and you
So
want to just get in there with that, just a lot and often,
Mm-hmm.
and in a lot of different directions.
Now, is that a general mouth or a private mouth?
Oh, what's the difference?
I mean, if I'm putting my mouth on somebody's private, it's a private mouth. Toot toot.
toot toot, Mr. Possum. Great work. So, Mr. Possum, when you clean your own butt,
Yes, sir.
as you are like to do,
Yes.
something that I think a lot of our younger viewers are probably jealous of. They'd probably like to be able to lick their own butts.
Might could be.
Now, do you enter and go in a lot of directions? Are you attentive to that butt?
I do the alphabet with my tongue.
You do the alphabet with your tongue?
And I also kind of chew on it a little bit.
And you chew on it.
Yeah.
Do you make yourself say the letters as you do it?
I say it out loud.
You say it out
and
loud.
I sing it, too.
So you say, tell me which letters I'm doing to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll see my asshole soon enough, because when I eat that dog food, you're going to spend like a kind of a Dennis Quaid time inside of the Martin Short that is me.
Aunt Linda,
Sir.
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Am I aware and conscious at the time in which I am dog food
Yes.
and I am eaten and then I enter someone's stomach and then I shoot out of their butthole? Am I aware?
Here's what
At
it's
the
like.
time.
So you die.
Yeah.
You seem to be looking forward to.
Oh, I can't wait.
Then you become conscious, but you're in a void. Everything's dark. You feel claustrophobic. You feel that the room is caving in on you. You can't find your way out. You're lost. Then all of a sudden, a loud rumbling, a crack, like God himself has come down and cracking your head with thunder. A small sliver of light appears over your head.
I see. The can
It's
is
the
opening.
can
Sure.
opener.
Yeah.
It curls it open. You think all is saved and you're okay, but then the next thing you know, you get flipped upside down and you slide out in a pile of warm goo.
I think that my
You
question
go
is
into a
fully
rickety
answered at
plastic
this
bowl
point.
that should have been thrown away
Sure.
15 years
So I'm
ago.
aware. Yeah.
So there's definitely some texture issues in there and a smell. Somebody ain't been washing it out good. And then you go in
That's
there.
me,
The next thing
frankly.
you do, you look up, you see the face of your beautiful beagle, and you say, "Hey, buddy, I love you, it's Daddy."
And then he gives me a
And
bunch of
comes over to
kisses.
give you a bunch of kisses.
Gives me tons of kisses.
And the next thing
and
you
I just
know,
am consumed
remember
up in
that
his
scene
in his kisses.
from Shawshank Redemption when he's in the shit pipe.
I
And
do
he's
remember
like
that.
and he's got his little elbows, and he's trying to
Yeah.
get through the tunnel, and he's vomiting on himself, and then there's shit, and then he's vomiting in the shit, and then the vomit in the shit because he smells the shit, and then he vomits in the shit.
So
And
you're
he
big,
does
are you a
this
big fan of that scene?
500 yards, yes, 5 football fields, and then
Is that a lot like what it is for normal people when they die?
yes.
Okay, so
But
you're a big
without
fan of
all
that
the
because
shit.
it's right. Oh, it's not shit.
Well, only for extra guffy people.
Oh, wow, Mark Calhoun, look out!
Yeah, and then you get stuck, but you can see the light, but you can't get out, and then your dog bears down on you and squeezes
Yeah.
you. And
Bears down on me. Oh, that's gonna
and
feel
then
really
you
good.
Pop
Actually,
out in pieces. Your head pops off.
Yeah.
And an arm pops off.
Sure.
And it
Them
hurts
big
very
chunks.
bad. It's very
I'm
badly.
fine with all of this so far.
And then he leaves you in a field to rot and be alone forever.
Sure.
But you never exactly go away. Weird stuff keeps happening to you. Like birds come and settle on you, and flies come and lay maggots in you.
Right. Well, I become the source of
Dehydrate.
future life. I'm not sure you guys have ever seen the Korean film Doggy Poo, which is an animated film about how important poop is to the life cycle.
Then you're gonna hate this next part.
Oh, okay.
A very upset neighbor comes by and goes, "I told you to quit letting this dog shit on our lawn," and then takes a little
I know that
baggie
neighbor.
on her hand and goes down and scoops you up and pulls the baggie over her hand, and then she ties you up in a knot and throws you in a dumpster, and then you stay fresh in that plastic bag suffocating forever and ever and ever and ever, and you never die, but you never live again.
Wow, Aunt Linda, that's heavy.
Shiver me tender.
It's like almost comically heavy what you've just described to me. Okay.
Ben, get your shit together, baby. How?
Now, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do to avoid that, Aunt Linda?
We have covered number 1, butt stuff.
Okay, I gotta get more into butt
Number 1.
stuff. All right.
You can practice on my butt before your wife.
I sure won't.
That's fair.
I sure won't.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I do not want to practice on a rodent with terminal wet butts.
Would you rather lick a dry butt?
That's fair.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
I think a lot of people would rather lick a butt that's initially dry. So,
Hey,
That's real narcissistic. You want to be the source of the wetness?
somebody'd rather
with
visit a
butts,
desert
yeah.
than a waterfall.
With butts,
I
yes.
don't get it.
Can I get a toot toot in the chat if you'd rather be the source of the wetness in the butt
You
when you
want to
lick
take
it.
sex tips from people who talk on the internet at night?
Yeah.
That's
No,
not
sure
where
don't.
you get sex tips.
Okay, all right. Well, I feel like it's about time for me to learn my Scrooge lesson and figure out what I'm going to do from this point forward. And I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. I'm a little lost. I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to be dog food. I don't want to be dog shit. I don't want to live in a bag for the rest of all eternity.
Yet that's all gonna happen, so
Yet that's all going to happen.
it's unfortunate.
Ew.
So, well, that's depressing.
I mean, is he not getting this?
No.
That's a whole damn movie.
What do I do?
There's options.
What do I
He
do?
knows how to be an asshole. That's
What do I do?
Fun stuff. Number 1. Number 2, go to AA. Number 3.
Wait,
be nice
AA?
to
What's AA got to do with
I ain't
anything?
never seen you without drinking your hand, Hal.
Wow,
That might make you a little bit ornery, don't you think?
that's uncomfortable.
talk about
It's
somebody be constantly wet. This guy, old wet brain over here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hear this little voice coming from inside of his body. It's going, help, and it's his liver.
Wow, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. Are there any other tips?
You could be better to your friends and the people that love you.
People. Now you said people, right?
I'm a
Creatures
Did you
that
include-
love you. Mammals that love you.
I'm a people.
Mammals.
What about like a lizard with fur?
Be nicer to your dog as well.
No, I'm talking about like maybe I have like a color commentator. I'm not actually sure if he's a mammal or not. It's a little bit weird. He's like an ancient prehistoric creature with like a rat's tail.
Baby, I feel like this is a holdover from being raised by all them ghouls, and you can just let that go. We can just release this.
Thank
Let's
you.
You don't
release
have
it.
to give in to the lizard people no more, baby. You just live your life.
Mm-hmm.
They're all gone. You're here with the mammals now.
Okay, so you're saying that my co-host is definitely a mammal? That's something I've never really been able to
You
figure out.
marsupial.
I'm a soupy mammal.
I've been concerned for a long time that maybe he's like an ancient sort of crocodile that happens to have fur, or like when they
He's
you know
back
when
on
you
the
see
lizards.
when you see a dinosaur and it has feathers on it. That's a little bit what he looks like. I gotta say.
Well, it seems like you've learned the lesson of kindness that old Ebenezer learned.
So you're like a lizard, right? Is that right?
What if I was, you son bitch?
Well, what if this was it? What if he was just mean all the time because he thought everybody was lizards, and then we just tell him that they ain't, and then he's fine?
I ain't a lizard. Merry Christmas.
Did you know that?
You're not a lizard?
Nope. Never
What's
been a lizard.
marsupial mean?
Means I got a pouch. That's all.
Yeah,
Do you have nipples?
a mammal that can hang by his tail, right?
Buddy, I
Do
got
you have
more,
nipples?
I got more nipples than you could shake a hairy stick at,
Yeah,
baby.
look at all them nipples.
You have nipples?
Yeah, I got nipples.
It's a breakthrough.
And they're kind of chunky.
I didn't know you had nipples.
Yes.
Did you know that 99% of the things you interact with in a day are not lizards?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I didn't,
this is
I didn't know that, actually.
awesome.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Big Hal, don't you feel like the fool?
I do feel like a fool for not knowing that you had nipples. Wow.
That's
I couldn't see them. I couldn't find them.
Well, yeah.
I looked for them. Do you remember when I looked for them for a long time?
Yeah, that was an odd period.
Yeah. I was trying to find out if you had nipples.
We're all
Yeah.
curious, actually.
You have nipples?
I've got so many nipples.
Oh,
Would you like to come over for,
nipple hunt?
No. Would you like to spend maybe a little time this Christmas with me and my family?
I can come inside.
Yeah. If you have nipples, for sure.
Yeah, I got nipples galore. It's what they call me.
Nipples galore is
Yes.
what they call you?
Yes.
I
Can
understand.
I still come in? Can old nipples galore come inside and have dinner with your family?
Possibly. If you have nipples, you can come in.
Tight.
All right.
And does that
love it.
make you feel safe? As long as somebody will show you their nipples, they can come in your house.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's a
yeah.
fair
All I
boundary
have to
to
see is
set.
their nipples, and I have to be the source of the wetness of their butt.
Look,
I can meet
baby
you halfway.
steps. Baby steps.
I'll wear a diaper.
All right.
See, he's not bad. He's just a ghoul.
He's a ghoul.
Oh, good job, buddy. We were rooting for you.
Thanks, Aunt Linda.
Root root.
Root root.
Right.
Big Hal, wake up. Wake up, buddy.
What happened?
You was assed out, son.
Whoa. What the? Oh my God. Mr. Possum.
Yes, sir.
It's you.
Yeah.
I had this dream I was experiencing all this guff from all these people, all these fake friends.
You look like you've seen a guff.
I saw quite a few guffs, but fortunately I survived.
Yes.
And now I see you for what you really are.
Do you?
And I appreciate you.
You
I just
do?
want you to know that I appreciate what you are able to do.
Almost anything?
Almost anything. Almost anything. And I'm ready to have a Christmas party.
A party?
It's Christmas time, everybody. Let's have a party together.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? How about this? How about we call Mark Calhoun back? How about Mark Calhoun comes over?
We're having a party.
How about Junkus comes over? Huh? Me? How about my old Aunt Linda shows up?
Hey!
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. Incredible. What a great Christmas celebration. Toot toot, everybody.
It's great.
Toot toot.
We're all equals. We're going to have a great
Possum.
time as equals.
Possum, how about you go get us a turkey?
I ain't getting you no some bitch and turkey. That's for some pauper outside to do.
I don't know that you're better than the pauper outside. I think you can go get us a turkey.
Go. There's a street urchin right there. He's got a Newsies hat on.
He's busy.
Just milling.
He looks busy. He looks busy to me. I feel like you could go get us a turkey. You guys want a turkey?
Yeah.
Yay! Everybody wants a turkey.
Yay!
Possum, go get us a turkey.
I'll get
All right.
shittiest turkey in the whole town.
Toot toot, everybody! Merry Christmas from Big Howell and Possum. Merry whatever you want to celebrate. This is Junkus right here.
Hey!
My Aunt Linda.
Hey, y'all.
This is Mark Calhoun. I'm, of course, Big Hal Dottie. And this has been a great night. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining us in the chat and on the stream. We will be back in the new year. So, yeah, 2019. Expect a lot more Big Hal and Possum. What happened? What happened? What happened?
We're just doing Saturday Night Live again.
Whoa. Yeah, can we get a little piano music? Can we get a little, like, real sweet piano music? Anybody got a Kanye West speech they want to do? All right, that's it. That's it. That's the stream. Love y'all. I hope Mr. Possum comes back with a big fat turkey.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a big fat turkey.
All right. Love y'all. Peace out. Merry Christmas. Big Howell and Possum.
Toot toot.